Hello and welcome back to another stream. Welcome back to another live, people. And welcome back to another tier list stream, people. Make sure you're smashing the likes. Make sure you're subscribing if you're new. Trying to reach 1K before the end of the season, people. And yeah, a bit of a different one, but you guys enjoyed the last tier list stream. So I thought, why not run it back? Maybe if we can think of more ideas, this will be more of a regular thing as well. But today's a special one, ranking Filthy Fellas members. Back again with Prime. Obviously, if you might know already, you know me and Prime are big Filthy Fellas fans, so this is going to be interesting already. So, yeah, Prime, Filthy Fellas tier list, man. Filthy Fellas tier list. Like, it's about time, and it's about time.
Heritage, man.
Yeah.
Filthy. Man, you know what? Just apologize to Tigo, man. That's all I'm gonna keep saying. Apologize. Hey, I'm sorry, but listen, when Fergie chucked that boot at Beckham, Fergie didn't have to apologize, did he? I'm just saying, man. Sometimes you just got for the benefit of the club, benefit of the crowd.
Honestly, like, it's a shame what's happened now. They're just being split into two from Filthy Philista from my left. But, like, at one point, they had all of them together. All of them together. It's insane. Absolutely insane squad depth. Like, unreal squad depth. Like, the best pod, potentially, of all time at its best. Like, at its peak. When it comes to, like, laughter, entertainment. You're not there for ball knowledge. You're not. You're not there for ball knowledge. It doesn't fucking matter on Filthy. I'm sorry. But if I was there for good takes, I'm not watching it in the most respectful way possible. It is like the few shows where you can watch it for like it's like like when it's just rivals arguing over each other, but it actually works. It actually works. The pod actually works. And you got the balance of banter and it's like having a group chat and watching a group chat live. That's what Filthy felt like, especially when they started doing Filthy at 5 and stuff like that as well. But obviously they had the old format as well. But yeah, we're gonna be ranking them, man. We're gonna be ranking them. And Prime, should I bring up the tier list now?
Yes.
Let's go, man.
Yeah. Let me just say, by the way,
Mm-hmm.
that's the greed that we don't speak about, bro. This is the greed that they speak about in the Bible, man.
Yeah.
This is crazy, bro.
Insane.
Bro, some of these guys alone, like it's like the Real Madrid Galactico side, bro. David Beckham was the star of Man United. He's at Real Madrid. Ronaldo star of Man United at Real Madrid. Raul, Guti, all them man, bro. This is what it is.
Literally.
Oh God, man.
Oh my days. This is insane, you know. This is actually insane. These lot were all on the same pod at one point. Like, I know some left at certain point, some joined at certain point, but at one point, most of the guys that are on this list were all on the same pod, and you couldn't even fit everyone on. There had to be like 6 or like 6 or 7 people on the same table, and some people couldn't even make the table. There was people in the background that were starters, that were starting players. Like, what? Like, that is ridiculous, man.
Bro, you had people like couldn't even make the match day squad, bro. That start and other podcasts. That's the thing. Bro, only at Real Madrid can you have a Ballon d'Or winner and Modric on the bench, bro. Only Real Madrid, bro.
Yeah. Even man that are past their peak are still giving you good like games and stuff and screamers from the outside of the box, bro. Like, this is what we're talking about.
The only squad that could not even AFTV had a brilliant 11, but I don't think AFTV could rival the squad depth of Filthy. I'll be wrong.
No, they couldn't. Like, AFTV in their prime had like 5 to 6 star players in their starting 11, but Filthy had stars all around. They did.
Bro. Yeah, man, it's just Filthy, man. Uh
What's happened now, man? It's a shame
you-
what's happened.
they got. But yeah, do we start this? This is the tiers
Mhm.
of heritage, legend slash goat, Ballon d'Or, consistency, howler, and Bocat. The reason why I have that one is just because of I don't even know why I have it, but I just thought yours would be funny, so why not? Why not?
Yeah, fuck it.
But
Yeah,
where do
might
we
as well
start?
just- I don't mind, you know. I don't mind. I don't mind.
How about from my left, Seagull.
Oh wow. Big up Ronaldo, by the way. Big up Ronaldo. Um man. Tigo. Where do we start with Tigo? Obviously, the one to fucking part the sea like Moses of this podcast, bruv. Or one of the half that parted the sea of this podcast. But a founding member. A founding member. Obviously it was him and Poet that made the channel. Was it like 2014, I think. I remember Tigo saying they met in an Arsenal box. Obviously, he was behind the camera for most of the years. Only been on camera since 2020, no 2019. Sorry, when they started No Rules. Um, that's when he first started going on camera. I actually liked Tigo when he was there. I don't watch either pod now, but I did. I was one of the few that actually liked Tigo. It doesn't mean I have to agree with everything he said, but he was needed. I knew he was needed from then. I had an old account um on Twitter that can't be found anymore. Me just like tweeting random shit. And I remember talking about Filthy and people replying like hating on Tigo and stuff and being like, "Well, the show would be perfect if he wasn't on there and stuff." I'd be like, "Bro, if he wasn't on there, it would go crazy. It would go absolutely mad." I've been saying it for a few years. For me, I don't mind him being in either of the top two tiers just because he's a founding member, so I don't mind him being in Heritage. I would say he's a goat, but I have no problem with him being in Heritage either. It's like either way, like that's fine by me. It's Tigo. At the end of the day, he's a founding member. Um, but whether I mean, he did do what he did because even Specs confirmed it in a leaked voice note from Loons. But at the same time, uh, bro, like I just wish it just never happened. I just wish it never happened. Like, but it is what it is. But I'd say go.
In goat.
Yeah.
I hear it. The reason why I will put heritage is like he played such an underrated role on the
Mm,
pod. Tigo is at the beginning, like I get it. I wasn't per se the biggest fan of him at the beginning, but it's just because I didn't really know like him, what he's about. Obviously, the guys on the pod and stuff, they've like he's been doing things in the background and whatever, but I didn't know him and what he was about. The more I kept watching the show, the more I began to actually appreciate and rate what he does. And you're
yeah.
seeing like the amount of like things that he's done behind the scenes to be able to have all these personalities, all these world class personalities, all on one show consistently, week in, week out, for how many years? Like, you've got to truly be able to respect that. The way he's also able to like host shows as well.
Yeah.
Because as we've seen Filthy the past few months, it's not that easy to host a show of that magnitude, that many stars, bro. It's not easy.
Mhm. Yeah.
It's not
That
easy at
many
all.
characters. Yeah.
So, like, for me, I'm gonna go in heritage. Like, I think he has to be in there.
Yeah, that's fair. That's
One of
fair. Like,
only two, to be fair, that will be in there. But
yeah. Like he's the like if you watch like when they're having the Filthy at five tables and stuff like, and there's bare people shouting over each other. He will say something and instantly, not instantly everyone goes quiet, but they'll eventually listen to him because he's the fucking host of the show. Like, you have to have someone there that's like commanding the respect of being a host. Like, shut the fuck up. Let's have some structure for a little bit. Even though it's fine when it goes off structure, but it's like when it becomes too shouty and stuff. Like, you need someone that's going to command that sort of respect, and that's what he did. That's what he did on his time there. And he was very consistent in his hosting abilities.
Yeah, not many better. Speaking of which, maybe we just get these two out of the way because I don't think there's going to be any more that gets into this.
Yeah.
Poet, Arsenal fan.
Yeah.
The second half of the founding, I guess, father of Filthy.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he has to be in heritage.
Yeah, for sure. I think he's a goat in this whole footballing YouTube thing as well. Like, he literally found so many shows just on YouTube. But he's a YouTube goat. He's a UK YouTube goat just in general because he's the founder of so many shows. He's a part of so many like great shows and great pods and whatever, like Filthy, HC Pod, Gasworks, Poet and Vuj. Like, there's so many, and he's a part of all of that. And I mean, yeah, he's a founding member. As I said, the founding member. People may not like him on camera or how he acts or whatever, but at the same time, like he's literally like, if we wouldn't have a Filthy if it wasn't for him, we wouldn't have what we have. And whether you agree with what he does or what he says or whatever, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. He is heritage.
Oh, agreed. I didn't even mean that. I didn't mean that. Nah. But yeah, no, agreed. He has to. Yeah. To. It's only right. We start with those two. But yeah, as of the rest of them lot, I think there's like 27 here.
Oh, sure. Okay.
I think so. No, maybe it's less. 3, 4, 5. Oh, 19. My bad. Yeah, I can't count.
19. Okay.
I can't count. Who do I start off with? I'm not gonna do Savage Stan because that's Chelsea bias. We just played Spurs actually, so funny enough. I'll go Craig Mitch.
Okay. Oh, it's difficult, you know. It's difficult. Obviously, Craig Mitch, he was there from 2014 to 2018, I think, or 2017. He left in the 17-18 season because that's when he got picked up doing more Premier League stuff and more stuff with England and that. And obviously, he can't do both because obviously England and Premier League's more corporate. The stuff they were saying on Filthy then was mad, was absolutely crazy. Some of the shit they were talking about and stuff like that. Part of he's a founding member as well. But in terms of like, he's one of the original cast because he used to be Man United, 2 Man United fans, 2 Arsenal fans, 2 Liverpool fans, and 2 Tottenham. Him and Ross were the 2 Tottenham. I'm gonna say I don't mind him being a legend or GOAT, but I think consistency is difficult to say because, like, obviously he was only there for 4 years, but he's not like below consistency. He's not a howler. He's not a Bocat. Or he might be. I don't know, but he's not bottom tier. He's not bottom. But he's not bottom tier. So I don't mind him being a legend or GOAT.
But we're judging Legend of GOAT or
Ballon d'Or. I forgot Ballon d'Or was a thing. Like, just put him there.
Yeah, let me just.
He had a season. On. He had a year.
Yeah, but like he's done great things in the scene, particularly post Filthy. But we're judging just straight off Filthy. That's the thing.
Yeah,
We're judging this straight off. Just people have to remember we're judging. Well, or actually, yeah. What is the criteria of this? Actually, are we just going straight off filthy, or
Do you know what we can just do based off filthy.
yeah, or can we
Yeah.
also include like what filthy has allowed them to do in terms of giving them a platform to?
Um, I guess impact. I guess impact in terms of like what they're known for.
Mm.
Uh, will they be remembered, sort of thing, as a part of Filthy's history? Like what their impact was on the Filthy Fellas history, or what it is today.
Mm.
I'd say Ballon d'Or is fair.
I'd say, will he be remembered for filth? Being part of filthy? I think yes and no. Not immediately, because when you
No.
think of filthy, he's not the first one that comes to mind. However,
Yeah.
when you do talk about Craig, you will speak on what he did on filthy, but he wasn't like here long enough. So
I think Ballon d'Or then is fair then, because he's
you
not.
think Ballon d'Or is fair?
I think Ballon d'Or is fair then if we're talking about. He's not known for being on Filthy, but he was one of the. He's one of the building blocks. He's one of the building blocks. He's one of the reasons why it's built to where it is today, so they can rebuild with another squad.
I was gonna say consistency.
Yeah, but can you put what are we basing consistency on then? Like, because he was
You
there
know
for
what?
4 years.
If that's the thing, then maybe then we should change some of these tiers. Then
To what though? Like, because what are we basing consistency on?
consistency based on um their effect on consistency in terms of filthy and just being in the like the YouTube content space in general.
Okay, that's fair then. That's fair to put consistency then. If we're trying to do it like that,
Yeah,
that
okay.
makes sense. It makes sense. That makes sense. Yeah.
Because like I don't know. Okay, we might get back to that. To be fair,
Yeah, we can always
hmm.
reassess.
Actually, maybe we will actually change some of these tiers. So,
To what?
um, because there's a few in here that are like I'd say our foundation.
Hmm.
There's like one in here I've seen that is too early to tell.
Yeah.
Um, I don't mind changing some of these tiers if you want.
Do you know what we could do then? Like for consistency,
Mm,
we could use it for like a founding, like not founding members, but like the original OG guys that aren't there anymore.
okay. So like
So,
second
like
from
just
bottom.
no, so like consistency could be like OGs and
Okay.
like I'd say like Howler could be bottom tier and Bocat could be like you're just there sort of thing. Like like a
Oh,
little
okay.
guy
Swap them.
plays
Yeah.
yeah. The Bocat could be like a thing for like you're just there. Like Howler could be the very bottom.
Okay, that works. That works.
So,
Speaking of what works or what doesn't work, uh, the other half of the Spurs duo, I've got Ross.
yeah, Ross is obviously he was there same time as Craig. I think he left around. No, I think he left like a year earlier.
Yeah, I think he left for like uni and stuff.
Yeah, I remember he came back once. He came back. He
Yeah.
came. No, he came back like once, a couple of times. I remember there was an episode, yeah, and it's obviously the old format. They put him next to Miles, and Miles was just doing way too much. And then in the next ep, they were mocking Miles for just doing too much. Like, but yeah, he has to be consistently an OG sort of thing because he's an OG, literally other half.
Yeah, no, definitely, I agree.
NA said putting Tigo at Heritage Diabolical and literally stealing from the gaff, but he's a founding member. So he kind of has to be there, sort of thing. Like he's proper impact on where it is today, sort of thing. Like his hosting ability is what made that dynamic. So at the same time, as much as he was stealing from the gaff, it's more for not what they did off the pitch, but what they did on the pitch. Like Suarez was an amazing player, but he's also racist. But you don't put him bottom tier because he's racist. Like same with John Terry. I'm not saying Tigo's racist, but you know what I mean. It's a fair comparison, no. But I'm saying you don't talk about what they did off the pitch.
You couldn't have used a better example.
What? Like who?
Paqueta, Tonali.
No, but that is the first one that came to mind, bro. It's the first one that came to mind.
You're not really helping Tigo beat allegations, bro.
He didn't help himself beat allegations. Let's be fair. Pick up Tonsi.
Oh my god.
Pick up Yasser. But no, I'm not wrong though.
No, you are wrong. Tigo's not like that.
I
Hey,
never said this. You man are crazy. Nah, it's just the first thing that came to mind. But let's be real, when you're ranking Suarez and Terry, you're not ranking them on what they're like off the pitch. On camera, Tigo brought that dynamic, so that's why he's heritage. Like he's a founding member as well as that. And there's the only two that are gonna go in heritage because they built Filthy. uh But no, I think
anyway,
there's a method to my madness, but fuck's sake.
oh my god, man. Anyways, let's maybe lighten the mood. David Vjanic, Liverpool fan.
Oh, do you know what? Yeah, he's either gonna go like like he's gonna be the second to fourth, like, but it's like because he's so hilarious. Yeah, I know he's not on there as much. Low key, he should go Ballon d'Or because as much as he is a goat on Filthy, like he's a founding member, he's goated in his own right. But we can't fit everyone into GOAT because everyone's a GOAT in their own right. So
Yeah.
I would say he wasn't like not there enough to just being consistency OG, but he wasn't there enough in the back end of the last 5-6 years of Filthy for him to be legend GOAT. So I think Ballon d'Or is fair.
I hear it. So like, yeah. So again, that's why we're saying we're keeping it to strictly Filthy because
yeah,
most of these guys are goats anyway. So
yeah,
we're keeping it to strictly Filthy. Talking about Filthy, you're right. He hasn't been on like consistently enough.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I hear it. 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 It's like, yeah, it's like Ricardo Carvalho at Chelsea. He was phenomenal. But like for me to make the argument of being the greatest Prem center back or one of them, he had to stay in the Prem long enough to. Yeah, so I hear it. I hear it.
Yeah,
Hey,
it always circles back to football. Yeah, Damien says I love Filthy Fellas. Big ups to Damien. You might make a great cheer. Shit. Thank you, Donzi. Appreciate
hey, tell filthy that man. You start
that. Yeah,
recruiting.
exactly, bro. Right, if Filthy are recruiting, like you've got a cheer right here, fam. You've got a cheer right here. Legitimately, we're literally some of the most outrageous people on this space, bro.
Just tell Tigo, just tell that Steve not to fart while I'm in the room and it's all good. Oh,
What's the criteria? Like their impact on the channel, so strictly on Filthy Fellas, because as them as content creators, most of these guys are goats, or as personalities, most of these guys are goats. No, definitely not ball knowledge because they'd all be like fucking bottom tier, bro. But like when it comes to the impact on the channel, that's what that's what we're ranking it on. What is your legacy on Filthy? It's basically Filthy Fellas' legacy. Like how much have you impacted it now? How much what was you, or was you like one of them people that built the channel up because you were OG or a founding member? That's why Tigo and Poet are heritage. Because they made the channel. they, they made the channel sort of thing. Who next?
yeah, okay. Uh, you know what? I want to let you speak on this one because I think
I know who you're saying next.
you can do it justice because it's your club, your representation.
Yeah.
Steve-O, the madman.
Do you know what? Yeah, like Steve-O is hilarious, bro. Like, because listen, if we're doing like, I've said this before, I think we talked about this before. Like, if we're doing like West Ham takes, like the guy works for the club, the guy's friends with play. He's always been friends with footballers, so you got to take his opinion, like footballing opinion, with a pinch of salt. Because if there's some footballing opinion, I probably rank him very low. But he is, in terms of like impact on the channel, how consistent he's been. He has to go in legend slash goat. Like he's been there since like 2016. I know people could talk about the Ola Aina Howler interview, but listen, it's like Kevin De Bruyne now, bro. Like listen, he's leaving as a legend. Yeah, we can talk about stinkers he's had this season, but Kevin De Bruyne has been in the Premier League for like 2016, 2015. He had so many like fantastic performances. I'm not going to talk about his last few. So
No,
with
no, I
Steve-O,
hear that. I hear that actually.
He has to be a legend. Like think about some of the moments that Steve has brought to Filthy. I think it's like the first thing you think of Steve-O is weird, but it's him farting, bro. Like, like it's weird, but it's him farting on this channel. Like, and bro, it was what's it called? The South American draft. The South American draft, yeah. They're listing centre backs that you could have put in, and he's just farts. He's trying not to laugh, and Poet's like, "Oh fuck you, Steve-O," and they would just dust out because he's that, and people are putting cups over their noses. Bro, this guy had brought a potty in once to Filthy. He brought a potty in.
But he did that as I saw that on his Snapchat, right? Because like I used to I don't really like watch snaps and stuff anymore. But like during them times, like I used to watch Snapchat a lot and stuff. I thought he did that as a prop when he brought it on Filthy. Did he actually use it?
Yeah. He used, bro.
Oh, okay. And it's
I'm
Steve.
not
You're right.
gonna.
It's Steve-O. I shouldn't have asked. It's Steve-O. Yeah.
So basically, he had bowel problems, like
Yes.
severe bowel problems, like severe bowel problems, and he brought his own potty in, bro. But it happened at the end of the show on the two-man format. He brought the potty next to Miles and shat in the thing next to Miles. Like the guy is a prick, but he's funny as fuck. He's outrageous. He does something. He does some stuff like "What the hell are you doing?" sort of thing. But like, it kind of brings a new dynamic to the show where it's like you can cook. That allows people to cook Steve-O because of that. And he doesn't take a joke. he knows when to joke and when to banter around and when to like do his thing and stuff. And he's like, listen, when he always goes back to like when they bring guests on, he always goes back to his playing career, his short-lived playing
Oh,
career.
always, bro. Always.
Always. It's like, do you know me? Like, he was so gassed when Jermaine Defoe was there because someone actually knew him. Bro, the Darren Bent one was hilarious. The Darren Bent one was fucking brilliant because Darren Bent played against him and he didn't remember him. Because why would he? Like, like not in a rude way, but like you're as an academy kid, you're gonna play against so many footballers, you're not gonna remember everyone.
Someone said
But,
Kel Antonio if he never made it. That hey, that.
yeah, shut up, Damien. Shut up, Damien, bro. Mikez Antonio that never made it is funny. Do you know the they do that League of 72 thing now?
Yes.
So him and PK went to Leighton Orient. He obviously played for Leighton Orient, and they asked around like, "Do you remember a guy called Kevin Stevens?" And nobody remembered him. Nobody
Bro,
remembered him.
he said he was on FIFA.
I think he was. I'm not sure though, but it might have been old FIFA. Because I'm struggling to think when he retired. But I never watched him. I didn't even know.
No.
I knew him as a Snapchatter before fucking footballer, but nobody knew who he was. Like all the Leighton Orient fans, but apparently he didn't make that many appearances. But even then, yeah, you must have made like fuck all of an impact because like I remember West Ham players that barely made an appearance. I remember a guy called Wellington Paulista, some random Brazilian guy that we signed. I don't think he ever played. It was under Sam Allardyce era. I remember who he is. Like I remember random players. So you must have made fuck all of an impact for Leighton Orient fans to even be like, I don't remember you at all. I don't even remember the name.
Is he from their academy?
No, he just played for them. I think he was through QPR's academy.
Oh yeah, I remember he was at QPR. So
Right, let me look at this Wikipedia. I'm just interested.
where do you say?
I said legend
Go.
/ go. He has to be there. Like he's been there so long.
Legend start go.
So he was QPR's youth career, and then he started at Leighton Orient was his first club, like first professional club. 2001 to 2004. He retired in 2009 with Boreham Wood.
Yeah, now I think having him on there, like as an ex-pro, especially when they like interview footballers and stuff, or even just talking about football, it helps gives like a bit of an insight. So it's not just fans speaking on footballers and us coming from like I guess a biased perspective or a fan perspective. So I really like that. And plus, when they do their interviews with footballers, Tigo, the way he interacts with them is just hilarious, bro.
Yeah.
Especially these young guys, like they do look up to him, bro. So.
Oh yeah, bro. Like think about someone like even it's mad to say, but like it's funny because the Ola Aina and the way the Ola Aina interview worked out. But someone like Ola Aina that's doing stuff on Snapchat now, they were watching his Snapchats. Like everyone was watching Steve-O's Snapchats. So people like Ola Aina were definitely watching him. Like he's been friends with footballers for years. Like he's best friends with Henry Lansbury. He's cool with Dean Smith. He played with Dean Smith at Leighton Orient, which is so like such a weird like full circle moment because obviously Dean Smith then managed Henry Lansbury, but I think he's friends with Luke Ayling. He's friends with Mikez Antonio. Basically, Damien, if you watch that interview, it's just basically like without Tigo, obviously, as you mentioned earlier, Damien, when he said not gonna lie, I thought the show misses Tigo. That was a perfect like representation of why they missed Tigo because like they did an interview with Ola Aina, of course, and Tigo would like structure the interview out instead of like asking a question, having a conversation about that question, then moving on to the next. It was very much just a thing of I'm like someone asked Ola Aina a question, then Steve-O would automatically like interrupt with another question because he's not concentrating or listening to the conversation and trying to like take over the whole thing. And because you ain't got the guys to be like, yo, Steve-O, shut the fuck up, that sort of thing. We're trying to do an interview here. It kind of becomes chaos because someone like a Dan So like a Savage Dan and Loons, yeah, are just next to. They're just laughing at the situation. Because they like chaos. They are chaotic people, so they're
They
just making it worse with
that
their laughs.
Dan and Loons are just they're chaotic ballers,
Yeah.
but you can't freestyle everything, bro. You need some sort of structure in that chaos, bro.
Mm,
So, okay,
yeah.
I hear that. That makes okay. Steve-O in Legend / Go.
Yeah.
Speaking of chaos, actually, quite a few of these lads are chaos. To be fair. But speaking of chaos,
Big up Spot.
Liverpool fan, Loons.
Oh man, you see this guy, yeah? He he's not meant to be on camera, and when I say this, like if you even listen to how he even got onto on camera, yeah, he didn't know what a fucking podcast was when he was first introduced to podcasting. So like he tells all the story on the No Rules episode. He like the first one he's on with Marks and that. And he's saying when he was in prison, Marks is saying, when you come out, we're gonna do like podcasting and stuff. He's like, I can't be like Joe Rogan and them, man. And then he was like, and then Marks gave him a few other people to like, no, like this guy and this guy. I forgot who he says. And Lou's like, oh, like them. So that's what makes no behavior. But when you listen to this guy, like he's not meant to be on camera, but that's kind of the point. You see people that are not meant to be on camera, they actually make the best on camera type people because it's natural, it's authentic. He's one of the most authentic people on the seat in the scene, sort of thing. Obviously he left Filthy, came back because he fell out with Tigo initially. And then he's actually been the most public in terms of the fallout. Everyone else has tried to keep quiet. He's spilled everything. He went at Geordie when he left. Talked about, I don't want to promote your media music anyway, stuff like that. Um, he leaked a voice note of Specs saying that, yeah, I know Tigo stole, but you said my bad.
I've still not heard that voice note.
No, you need to go back. You need to go back and listen to it. But he Specs literally says, I know he stole, but he said my bad. It's such a Specs thing to say.
Hey, you know what's funny, right? I always thought, well, not that Specs is fake. I always assume Specs is like that. But you know how certain people on camera, they're themselves, but they'll turn it up a little bit, right?
Yeah.
Like, I guess I'm kind of like this because, like, in real life, I don't talk this much, bro. I just like keeping to myself and stuff like that. I don't like taking pictures, bro. I don't like being on camera. The fact that I'm able to do this YouTube stuff is weird, but whatever. But Specs, the fact that on a voice note, it's not being recorded or anything. It's not like meant to be for public, and he's saying he said my bad, so it's okay, bro. That's such a Specs thing to say. Bro, the fact that he's not taking it serious, he's like, he said my bad.
He doesn't care. You can tell that the no rules thing isn't actually for. That's how I think he lives by it. Because the no rules thing is why he's on camera in the first place. But with Loons, like it's kind of the same thing because he's exactly the same off camera. I've met Loons before. He's the exact same. Like I've been in my brief time talking to him, very brief.
Well, he's wild and incoherent, and
yeah, but he's like very charismatic and loud, but in public as well. He's like the exact same. Like, so he does none of them. I think they're all the same from the few that I've met. But yeah, Loons is funny. I think I think low key. Joy is because of Filthy. Like, I get why people wouldn't put him there because he left for a bit and came back. But you see some of the best moments on Filthy. He's a part of that. So for me, I would put him in GOAT, but I would understand Ballon d'Or.
You'd put him in GOAT.
Because some would say that has he made more impact than Vooch? But it's kind of a similar time span, but just in different timelines.
How long was Vooch on?
Vooch was on from the start in 2014, and then he permanently left. Well, not he stopped going on regularly in 2019, but he was still coming back every now and then.
So that is 5 years.
And think about it, Loons was on for the next 5, really on and off. Because he left
True.
around 2022, early 2022, and then came back.
True.
So it's kind of a similar time span.
Yeah. Know what? Fine. Because if we're just going in terms of filthy, they both have to be on the same tier. They've both been there the same amount of time, similar-ish impact. I hear it, then. I hear it. Ballon d'Or.
I said, fuck this fella's the Prem goes leaving. I did a video on it, Charlie. I did a video on it. I did a video on De Bruyne leaving.
Prem got is leaving.
I did a video on it. But yeah, I couldn't do a whole stream on it, bro. Who's next?
So the Premier League midfield goal is leaving. Speaking of midfielders, Savage Dan.
What's
Savage
a transition?
Dan. Hey, I'm trying to. Savage Dan.
You start because like obviously like Chelsea fan and all that.
Chelsea fan. He represents us well on Filthy. He represents us well. He's honest. He works with the club and he has been for quite a few years, which, hey, that's amazing. Congratulations to him. So he can't always be as like, what was the word? He can't always be as open and filthy as he probably was beforehand, but he still is honest as possible. And also he'll back us. Regardless of what's going on with our bullshit, if any of the guys is waffling about Chelsea, he'll back us. And that's what I love. When he's not on shows and they're talking about Chelsea and they're bullshitting about my club, they can only do that because he's not there. You just laughed and it made me think of Dad laughing.
His laugh is brilliant.
Hey,
his laugh is sensational, bro. He's got the best laugh.
Bro, anything that happens on Filthy, any clip you see, he's always in it because he's laughing.
They said, does he rep better than CB? Charlie said.
Oh, definitely. Listen, CB's people can say what they want about CB. I don't always agree with his opinions, but CB's hilarious. CB actually is hilarious, man.
Yeah, he is. He's funny as fuck. Like,
bro,
I know the TikTok FYP is a bit like Suge 90. And what I mean by that is your TikTok FYP, anyone that has TikTok would vouch for this. Especially if you're listening to music on your phone, what TikTok will do, it's listening to your phone. So that song will randomly pop up as a sound in your FYP. CB, I don't really get to watch people's streams. CB randomly popped in my FYP. And his clips have just been on there since because he's hilarious. And because I watch football stuff on there, he's popped up as that. He's big on TikTok. But yeah, with Dan, he's like an OG, but he's hilarious. Like, do you know what the thing he used to do that used to make me laugh all the time? Yeah, when he always cuss out a player and be like, he would never make it into Almadonians because that was his Sunday League team.
Yes.
Like, he would never make it into my Sunday League team. He would never, and he would refer to a random guy he's playing with saying he was better. And stuff like that as well. And he would be sitting. The thing is, you think he's exaggerating. He's being fucking serious. That's the funniest thing about it.
Did he not say that once? I think he said his Sunday League team would beat Man United. I think he said that a few seasons.
I think probably. He said when Alexis Sanchez was falling off, he said he would never get into Almadonians. That was Man United, Alexis Sanchez. He obviously falling off in that.
People need to give him his flowers as well. This whole thing of because Mike, you've seen it on TikTok, so I know I have, of football lingo when talking about women, and now women
Yep.
finding out about football lingo. The only reason
Yep.
why football lingo is a thing is because of Savage Dan.
Yep, he's the start of it. He started all of it.
He's
And
the
it wasn't
only
even on
reason.
here. It was on
Yeah,
HC. And he started all of that. The reason why people are doing football analogies and everything today, even myself, is because of him. It's
because
because
of
of him.
him, bro. When people are talking about like stats are like bikinis, Dan said that last season, bro, and people are only
Yeah.
catching on to that now.
People just put a bikini emoji now for whenever they see stats.
Charlie, they're
Uh,
filthy fellas, man. You should check out their old stuff. Check out the old stuff.
Yeah, Charlie, watch old Filthy Fellas pods. Yeah, they're hilarious, bro.
That's
They're
amazing.
hilarious. Like, you watch, even if you ain't got time to watch like 1 hour pods, go and watch the old format because they're like 8-minute videos. Go and watch the
Yeah.
old format. Like, just go and search from like oldest videos, bro. This is the best footballing pod. And the thing is with Savage Dan, yeah, there's so many like funny moments he's been a part of where it's not even just his laugh. Like, he's funny himself. Like, there was an episode that went left on Filthy at 5 where I think they're trying to like predict games for the rest of the season in the 21-22 season. And this is like new Filthy at 5. This is still like
Yeah.
nearly a year in. Bro, this by the way, it's the worst panel to be serious. You got Loons, you got Margs, Harry Pinero, Specs, and Dan, and Tigo as host, yeah, trying to control all of them, yeah. So they're all doing that, yeah. And Dan's drunk. They're all drunk at this point because this is when they were all like drinking, like Ray and Nephew, fucking
Yeah,
Magnums,
yeah.
like this is when they're all on the strong like drinks, yeah. And they would be they were trying to talk about a game, and Dan would be like, "All right, quickly, yeah, who should be the left and right in the wall?" And if you say random shit like that, who should be in the left and the right in the wall? like it would just stop the whole thing. Like,
Left and right in the wall.
like who it should have been like the left back or the striker, whatever. And Tigo's just
Oh, yeah.
like because he's trying to control the show. And also the funniest thing he's ever done yet on the channel. They're doing top 10 strike partners. So I think they were talking about York and Cole. He compared York and Cole to murder porn. He said, I've watched murder porn. He said, it's when they fuck you and then they kill you. And he said, that's what York and Cole did. You know how fucked? He would take it left. In that same video, he was like, yo, guys, we should start an OnlyFans.
To be fair, I could probably say the same about Tevez, Rooney, Ronaldo. I could say the same about Suarez, Sturridge.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. Anyways,
but yeah, like that's the part of the like, and obviously the most iconic filthy meme. If you man do it first, I'll do
it. Hey, did he mean that about from my left?
Hey, that's the first time they went viral.
You man do it first, I'll
because I swear he started the question. That's the funniest part. If you listen to that video, he was the one that asked the question. He was like, would you get neck off a man, was it for 10 million? And Specs person like, yes, it's business. It's business.
No, I expect that from Specs. That's a Specs.
Yeah. And Skits is just like, no. And then in Pounds done, it's like, you man do it first, I'll do it. Like, that is the first time they went viral. But yeah. As you said, Charlie, you said you got time, so
yeah. Just just play them on. They're on YouTube, obviously. They're also on Spotify. So if you're driving, so you don't want to be distracted by watching, just put it on Spotify, bro.
Yeah. All the Filthy Files will be on Spotify, so go listen to that. Oh, Dan's probably made my top, personal top 3 favorite.
Yeah. So I'd say GOAT, legend GOAT.
Yeah, definitely.
Is he ahead of Steve-O?
Yeah, I'd say so.
Yeah.
Because they came around similar times. He's made more impact, I'd say, even though he had to take a dip for a bit at the back end of the year. So he's obviously back on now more regularly, but there was a time where he had to like not be on as much, but he was still making impact every episode. It's like Ledley King. You know, he's injured bare, but when he plays, he's sick.
Nah, it's Reece James. He comes back and he drops a masterclass. But yeah. Miles, aka Wiles, aka is he the best looking guy on YouTube? Pause. Pause. Pause.
I don't know, bro. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. That's not for me to decide, fam.
Miles, I've grown to like. I've grown to like respect and like what Miles is. At first, I wasn't really a fan, I'll be honest. But I have grown to respect what Miles is. I like him. He's funny, he's entertaining. But at first, I don't know why, I just wasn't a fan.
Oh, fair. Like, do you know what? I wouldn't be a fan of these type of people to debate football with. Because obviously it's quite obvious he's the epitome of an Arsenal fan. He's the same profile player of Ty.
That's why.
Like,
I was like,
but
yeah.
But at the same, but I still like him because he's just hilarious himself. His erratic energy of him being wrong and strong all the time is what makes him entertaining and hilarious. And I feel like the dynamic always worked. And for me, he has to be a GOAT. Like, the amount of hilarious and funny moments is because of him. Has to be there. He has to. Like, Miles at one point was the butt of the jokes on Filthy. Like,
true.
For like a good 4 or 5 years, by the way. A good 4 or 5 years. Like, it's not even a joke, bro. Like,
what was that Specs joke about a TV? What Miles?
Oh. Oh, I forgot why the TV joke first started, but I think he just went to his house once and just like said his TV. What was the first joke? He said he got a Tommy Hilfiger TV. I remember that one. Like, I can't remember. There's so many TV jokes. Like, his TV is tiny. His TV's tiny. But I forgot what the first one. But it's like Tommy Hilfiger TV. I don't remember. Why can't I remember the jokes? Why can't I remember? But surely there's a comp. There might be a comp, that where his TV holds court. But for me, he has to be a GOAT, bro. Like 4 or 5 years of jokes. Like, bro, do you not remember the back and forth about Specs and Miles cussing each other's mums?
Yeah, I do.
Your mum looks like Lasana Diarra.
Lasana Diarra.
and it's all because Specs said Man City had a player that looked a bit like Miles' mum back in the day, Sean Goater. And then Speckstone wipes his glasses as Miles is talking about his mum. And then Specs goes, "Let me give you one. Let's go boxers. Frank Bruno." And then he's like, "Your mum's nose?" And even Miles can't keep composure. Even Miles can't keep composure.
Oh my god!
But he has to be goated, bro. Like, he has to. Like, just in terms of entertainment and funny moments, like, he's hilarious.
All right, I'll put him in there. Yeah, like Ferris. Speaking of the way speaking of Specs Gonzalez, shout out Podolski, man. You know, I was going through some filthy stuff. Was obviously
Yeah.
getting these pics and stuff like that, right? And there was one where they had the one that had Danny Simpson. You know the intro
Oh
where
yeah.
Specs was getting them all to sign, I think an anniversary card for Podolski. And he was like, he was basically saying, "Oh, so you know when end of the year when the teacher's leaving, you all sign a card." And Specs is like, "Yeah, I'm leaving." Oh.
Oh, that just reminds me of one of my favorite moments. You know, what's it? Do you know when he's drunk and Podolski calls him. He's like, "Freddie, where are you?" He's like, "I'm at Filthy Fellas. I'm at Filthy Fellas. I just want to tell you, after 18 years of being with you, this is the end." That is one of my. I say that's one of my. I can't narrow it down to fucking 5 like Specs moments.
Bro,
Like,
when Specs would always say about talking about chunks and how he has a Toshiba as a backup.
hey, he was obsessed with men's backs for a good 3,
He's
4 years. You
obsessed
know,
with backup, man.
you said Scribs had a back off for years. You know, he said Scribs had a massive back off. It was mental. No, there's one. Do you remember the voice note that they leaked?
Oh,
Do you remember the voice note? Old
no.
clip. So basically, it's just like prime, like Scribs had a back off days. This is like prime them days in 2-man format. And he said, guys, I've just had a dream. I just had in my
Oh, yeah.
imagination, a Scribs is back off. He's like, put him in a skirt. And then he's like, oh, Scribs turn around, man. And it's just mental.
You know, again, can I just say, some of the things these guys do
Yeah.
are like, bro, how is it Specs can talk about another man's back off and it's okay? But it's you do it or if I do it where all of a sudden you have to say pause.
Bro, it's Specs don't care. He don't
No,
care.
but it's not just Specs. You've got Miles, who's been was the butt of the joke for like 4 years, bro. Like that would break most people, especially being on Filthy. You have Steve-O, he brought in a potty and basically defecated in front of people, bro. You know how mad that is. It's not normal.
I don't know why, but I feel like because it became the brand for so long that you need to expect the worst. Bro, that's not even the worst Specs has done as well. Specs goes for Specs is the only one that can make jokes about dead people the way he does it.
Bro, Specs made it like viral. You know that song he made, Black Goalkeeper?
Yeah.
Made me a black goalkeeper.
Yeah.
And this was
He's been
before
doing that for
Anana.
years.
This was before Anana and Mendy came to the Prem, by the way.
It wasn't before Mendy came to the Prem, it was before Anana did.
Oh yeah. But bro, that's like why when we bought Mendy, right? And I was like, I don't trust black goalkeeper. It's because of Specs, bro. Because he's been
Oh
saying it for
yeah,
so
yeah.
long. I'm like,
But Specs has been saying that
he
for
has a
years.
point.
You
Yeah,
know
and
that
I'm like,
he's been saying name me a black goalkeeper for years, but he only made it a song recently.
I know, but that made me think because he's been doing it for so long. That made me think, no, you're right. What black goalkeepers are? And then when we got linked to Mendy and stuff, and then I was reading scout reports and stuff on Mendy, and I was like, nah, bro, he is like only Specs could say that and get away with it.
What's it? Damien says, I remember Specs from over 25 years ago when he was a Grime MC 15, not 25. Yeah, he was an Aftershock. He was in a group with Tiny Temper. That's crazy. bro.
Wait,
This
what?
guy, he was in basically him and Tiny Tempo were the same grime group back in the day.
So wait, so Specs was in a grind group. He became a teacher,
Mm-hmm.
and then he went to prison for speeding.
For hitting a cyclist.
You know what? Actually, that's Specs. So all of that makes sense. By the way, that's Specs.
Yeah, but by the way, Damien, who's your friend? Who was the? Because your friend was an MC, I assume. Then, so Specs clashed your friend. Because I remember Specs said he had beef with someone. Yeah, like music beef, and then they just stopped. He just like it was still awkward till like this day when he saw him. But I can't remember what the name was. I can't remember what the name was, but Specs has had a life and a half. Gracious, that was the MC he was talking about as well. Like, so your friends are Gracious, because he was saying he saw Gracious K like a few years ago, and it was still a bit. But I think they patterned it. But I'm not too sure. But I remember him telling that story before. That's mad. That's a full circle moment. That's a full circle moment. Because what's it? I remember him telling obviously everyone's seen the raps that he's done. Everyone's seen the sets that he's done. Like they go viral every single time. It's like you ain't got time. I ain't got time. I'm your husband. You ain't my wife. My parents are African. I sleep at yours. You don't sleep at mine. Everyone knows them bars. Everyone. Every single. He even did it with Chip on a grime set recently. Like he spits the same bars. He got Stinker and Hook for the school team. That's no way. No way. Joe, gracious, that's a name. That's like a household name in UK music as well. A household name. Like, because obviously Gracious K made Migraine Skank. Like, that's a legend. That's a proper legend. Like, everyone's still like, I still see TikToks about Migraine Skank now. I still see TikToks about that now. That's a generational tune. That's a generational tune. Specs has had a life, man. So grime MC, PE teacher, ran someone over, or hit a cyclist, went prison. What's it called? He went prison, came back, wanted to go on camera. Said the first time it didn't work out for him, bro. Imagine this Specs like this is a big if buts and maybes moment, but like Specs could have been like, nah, I ain't doing this on camera shit anymore, man. He could have been like that after one appearance. Like, it just proves you don't give up. Not everyone's Specs, of course. Not everyone's as generational as him. Like, by any means. By any means. Like that's a 1 in a million type personality. There's no one that makes like dead jokes like him as well. There's no one that makes like dead jokes as well. It sounds mental, but there's no one that can get away with the shit he says. Like, because obviously he actually does mean well, but his way of meaning well is a lot different to any of us. It's a lot more different to any of us because he just specs, man. He just specs. He'll joke about anyone. Like literally, no one is gonna call their friend's mum Sean Goater. I'm not gonna go to one of my friends and say your mum looks like Sean Goater. That's crazy. That's crazy. But they had a different type of jokes there. A different type of jokes. Like he's part of some of the best moments of podcast history, let alone filthy history. Like his appearances on Gasworks. Like this guy was doing podcasts for fun and telling the same story, but somehow because he's an NBL, he's a natural born liar himself. He'll find a way to what's it called? Make the story a whole lot different. Oh, bro. That Michael Antonio episode when they got Michael Antonio on is one of the best guest appearances they've done, yeah, bro. When what's it? Antonio was saying his age and Specs was laughing, trying to get away with it. And Antonio was like, if I'm older than you, you've had a hard life. Bro, Antonio fit the dynamics so well. Him, Micah Richards were like the two best guests. Like, because they just fit the dynamic. Because Michael Antonio's just there, like he's a vibes guy. He's vibes Like he'll say what he wants to an extent for what he can say, what he's allowed to say. Like that is one of the best episodes by far. But then Mikel Antonio said, if I'm older than you, you've had a hard life. The only Specs can do that, where he can like get away with that shit, man. You laugh at someone for being old. That caused uproar, fam. I was on social media trying to defend him about the Skamaka comments. Yeah, bro, people took that so out of context. People took that so out of context because what he said wasn't wrong. He was spot on. He was spot on because what he said at the time was right. Like, Skamaka's not gonna do what he does. When he says that Skamaka's not the type of guy to like rough people up or anything, like he's not saying Skamaka's a pussy or like that's what people mistook. He's not saying Skamaka's a pussy or because that was on like Talksport and shit. People that was a whole subject on Talksport. He's not saying Skamaka's a pussy. He's saying it's a different style. He's saying that he didn't fit Moyes' system. He was saying what we were saying, like as fans, like he doesn't fit what Moyes is trying to do. He wants it ball to feet. He's a different striker. Old generation ain't used to pros being so outspoken as well. Yeah, that's why like the early like 2010s ballers were so afraid of like speaking out and doing what they wanted to do because like it was people like that. It was the pundits. It was the washed pundits trying to like prison these young footballers from speaking out, which is why people like Raheem Sterling couldn't be themselves and whatever. Like it was just nuts. But what Antonio said, he was spot on. Like I remember that causing a stir on West Ham Twitter because I remember watching that episode. I think when it came out because I was gassed. And then when I was watching, I was like, this is going to cause an uproar on West Ham Twitter. I literally go on my phone. The episode hadn't gone out for like an hour. And then I go on West Ham Twitter and I'm like, oh, fuck off, man. These lot are taking a piss. All the big accounts are posting it. This is why I don't like them people, though. It's why I don't like these kind of people because I refuse to believe that these lot actually like supporting the club. And they're the kind of people to like put their Twitter account as a bigger priority over the fucking football club because they've got like a few like 1,000 followers on Twitter and stuff. Like, which is why I don't rate it when people don't show their face on Twitter because you're tweeting from a platform that's got bare things, but you've now built up that excitement and built up that confidence to tweet what you want, and you can get no repercussions for it because you're faceless. All the Antonio haters try to use it as ammunition. Yeah, like, bro, what Antonio said was spot on. Like, people just like it's because as well, like because Antonio doesn't like hold back what he says. Like I'm sure Skamaka would agree. I'm sure like even though Moyes like different to it in the interview, I'm sure he would agree when he's like retired and you asked him in the interview. I'm sure even Moyes would agree himself. Like they don't fit because think about it, Moyes and Antonio even said it in this interview, by the way, that Moyes was trying a whole different style. Trying to play possession based. That's why we signed possession based type players. And then he couldn't coach it. We went back to trying to defend deep, and then we had a complete clash of profiles, and that's why we were shit in the league for so long. And it made sense because I listened to Antonio's podcast as well, and what West Ham fans specifically forget, Antonio's been saying that West Ham were trying to play possession-based football from the 21-22 season. So even in the season where we finished 7th to qualify for the Conference League, we were trying to play possession-based football. And you can kind of see it, especially in the early games, but we had to go back to that. Had to go back to what we knew best, because in the games like when we beat Liverpool and Chelsea and stuff, we beat them 3-2. Yeah, probably went on a bit of a tangent. We'll talk about specs, and then we'll talk about the episode Mikel Antonio went on.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll talk about Antonio's like, oh, I'm 34 or 33 or whatever, and Specs starts laughing. And then Antonio says, if I'm older than you, you've had a hard life. like that is like one of the funniest comebacks. I was trying to feel it. Big up Damien, bro. Big up Damien.
Big up Damien, man. Big up Damien. There's only one prime though, but big up Damien.
But Specs is fucking hilarious, man. Like it's even like no one can make death jokes like him.
Bro, the things he does, no one can do, bro. I know.
No, you can't.
If I'm,
He has to go 1, bro.
is he?
Yeah, bro. Specs.
Bro, you know how crazy it is that you can just say it's Specs.
Yeah, bro. It's Specs. Like, there's no one like him. There's no one like any of these, man. But Specs is a different breed.
Bro, no rules.
No rules, bro. He's top 3 on on fucking YouTube when it comes to like making someone laugh. Like, if I want to go and laugh, like he's the one to go to people. Like him and like I don't. To be fair, I don't even know who the other 2 would be, but like it's difficult. But he's definitely number 1. Numero uno,
Bro.
bro.
Like, you know what's crazy? One of these days we should rank ball knowledge. Totally.
I just hey, everyone's going bottom, bro. Everyone's going bottom, bro.
Yeah, yeah, there's yeah.
Everyone's going bottom, and like Tigo maybe and Steve and Dan maybe like a little bit above. Everyone
Tigo,
else is going bottom.
the way he stands his ground with Jordan Henderson, I respect because he's right about Henderson. He's a phenomenal captain.
Yeah, he's a great captain, but like the problem is with Tigo, he'll move the goalpost with every one of his opinions. So
Yeah, true.
he'll be like, I didn't say he's a better player than Gerrard. And then when you catch him in an argument, you've caught him saying that he's a better player than Gerrard. And then when someone praises Jordan Henderson, he's like, yeah, that's why I praised him. Yeah, that's why I praised him. Every time he does something good. It's like when Troy Deeney
Yeah,
said
he was
he did that
like,
thing for Black Lives Matter. It's like,
yeah,
you think he's
I
for
was
on the
about to
pitch
say
stuff
that.
as well? You think he's for on the pitch stuff as well? Like, bro, shut up, man. Shut up, man.
And Lippy said, I don't mind that they won the title now. Yeah. And speaking of, so we talked about specs and there's no rules. Lippy,
Oh
let
my
him
God.
land. Let him land.
You know, I
Where
didn't
does
hear the
Lippy land?
phrase "let him land" before I knew who Lippy was. I'm being real. I didn't.
You didn't know it was Lippy that said let me land.
No, I didn't know about the phrase "let him land" and "let me land" until I like knew who Lippy was. Because I think
Oh,
the first time I listened to Lippy was on a show called The Listening Party. That it was on Link Up TV. Obviously, I know you don't listen to music and stuff, but it's like they're criticizing the albums and shit like that. Like Margs was on there.
that was on it was on the channel Gasworks was on, no?
No. That
No?
the
Oh,
listening
okay,
party
never
was
mind.
on Link Up TV.
Oh, okay,
Tricky was on there, and there was there was a few women on there that like involved with music. That like and I think he was mocking a rapper called J1. And I was the only one in my school at the time saying J1 was like overrated as fuck. And when I listened to when I was like, please, like, just align with me for this opinion. Like, I need someone to agree with me. Like, I was like, this album's overrated. This album's shit. And then Lippy was going in, and it was just like, bro, I like this guy. This guy's unfiltered. He doesn't care what people think and stuff. And then he went on to Filthy, and I was like, this guy's perfect for Filthy. Like, again, when it comes to funny moments, he's literally in nearly every one of them. And he's an elite tweeter, by the way. Whether you agree with his opinions or not, he's fucking hilarious. He's probably the
Oh,
best Twitter account there is. That Spider-Man tweet is my favorite tweet ever. It's like,
bro.
it's like nobody talks about Power Rangers because they got down all of their ops, and it was like, how can you how can you be a superhero and your uncle got touched? I'm a normal human, and
Yeah.
my uncle was on fire.
Bro, do you know how many times that pops up on my timeline? Like from a screenshot and stuff. Yeah, how many times that'll pop up on my bro. Also, there's a clip. I don't know if anyone knows about this. He did back in the day when United, well, to be fair, United are still shit. I think United lost, and he was like, "It's 7 o'clock on the dot, and Man
Yeah,
United
Man United
losing
losing
again."
again. uh, bro, Lippy is hilarious because like he what's it? I don't agree with all of his opinion. Like he hates what's it called? Kendrick Lamar fans. He hates them. But he's been like, but it's not because like he likes Drake. He doesn't even like Drake either. He doesn't like either of them. Um
Why does he hate Kendrick, man?
Because to be fair, Kendrick fans on Twitter are toxic, but it's like every
Yeah,
stand
true.
base. It's like every stand base. Like you see stands on Twitter. Even if I'm a fan of what you're a fan of, I am not associated with you. I promise you, I'm not, because like they can't take opinions. I understand why Lippy doesn't like Kendrick, because like a lot of people in the UK don't like his type of music, or whatever. Like, it is what it is. It's an opinion at the end of the day. I respect it, but he'll say what he wants when he wants. He doesn't care who he's upsetting, and I rate it. I just like people that just don't give a fuck. He will go overboard when he needs to and stuff like that as well. And he is the Hall of Fame tweeter. Like, even till this day, he'll tweet something. I'm like, how the fuck have you come up with that? Like, how has your mind gone there? And it's like hilarious.
Because like, even I mean, to be fair, Elon's changed it back now, but there's a period on Twitter where it was just like you couldn't tweet certain stuff. You couldn't say, but he just doesn't care. He'll just say what his mind is thinking, and it's like his mind and Twitter are linked up. He'll just put it out, bro. Like you said, that Spider-Man thing. How do you think of that, bro?
I'm a normal human, and all my uncles are fine.
Because
that's so funny, bro.
Now I think about it, it is true. You got your powers before your uncle died.
Bro, if I'm a superhero, yeah, none of my family members are getting touched.
No one's getting touched, bro.
no one's getting touched. What do you mean, bro? I've literally got a superpower and you're a normal human. I could, as a superhero, I can't let any normal human be trying to threaten anyone that I know, bro.
Bro, you're best friends with Iron Man and them, man, bro. You're an Avenger.
Yeah, literally. If I'm in a real life Avenger, you think you're going to disrespect my family?
Lippy, man.
Dumb?
So he's in Legend GOAT, right?
It has to be. Has to be.
Is that?
I would put him above Steve Amell still. That's just me though.
Really?
Yeah, I would. I personally would still. Lippy was saying Rice over Roy Keane before he joined Arsenal, but I think he was about to join Arsenal when he said it though. Like, to be fair, Lippy has always rated Declan Rice, so to be fair, he's always been consistent on that. Like, he's always rated Declan Rice, but I think he was about to join Arsenal when he did say it. But also, you gotta understand, Lippy hates Man United, so anything that against Man United, he will say. Like, this guy was hating on Paul Scholes, and like
I don't agree with the Rice over Keane. That's crazy, bro.
I didn't watch him. I didn't watch Roy Keane, so I doubt Rice was better. But
nah, bro, with Keane's Rice doesn't have what Keane has in terms of like technical ability, but a lot of people disrespect Roy Keane. Whatever, that's a tangent. I'm not gonna.
Yeah, because people just say he's like a what's it, passion merchant, just because
people think Roy Keane is Rice, bro. He was a lot more than that. Arsenal would probably have a Premier League if they had Keane. But whatever. Anyways, actually, since we're on Man United, maybe let's get through some of these Man United fans. Is Caleb a Man United fan? No?
Yes, he is.
Is he? Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Caleb. Way too early to tell.
It's not even way too early. He's been on there for years.
Has he?
Yeah, but he wasn't making many appearances. He was like some appearances. His first appearance, I hate the joy is I'm so like dumb for remembering this. But his first appearance was on a draft episode in 2021.
No, I mean like, yeah, but that's like Carabao Cup minutes. I mean, as a starter.
A starter, there's recent, like last year.
Yeah, so that's why I'm saying it's too early, bro.
But for now, he has to be a Bocat. Like, here's what it is, man. But he's actually funny though. He is funny, but he's not like filthy.
But it's like, do you think? To be fair, it's a shame that like what's going on. But like, do you think they can build around someone like him?
No, he's not a player you build around. He's not a player. He's a player that is built around someone else. because you gotta have like other profile players to get the best out of your other profile players, sort of thing. He's a system player.
Oh, he's a system player, you think?
Yeah, he's definitely a system player. He's there like you gotta have a Lippy and Marks around that. Like it's a shame like Geordie's not there anymore. Put it that way, because he was great with Geordie.
Yeah, that is true. That is true. That is true.
He's not a team player. He's a failed transfer.
Caleb.
You know what he is? Yeah, he's that academy kid that you just keep around. Man, like they're still there for some reason. But like they'll score like the occasional goal.
He's like Darren Fletcher.
That's harsh on Darren Fletcher. Low key. Because Darren Fletcher would turn up for the big games and become man of the match, even playing out of position. I don't think Caleb's capable of that.
True, but like the names I'm thinking of are like Darren Fletcher, John O'Shea, Wes Brown as like academy squad players.
Yeah, but maybe he's John O'Shea, but even John O'Shea had a mad career. Like
a poor man's John O'Shea.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of like an academy kid that was just there for vibes and he did fuck all for like a club. Mercedes Maxwell Cornet. Nah, fuck's
No.
sake. Nah. Maxwell Cornet. Nah, that's funny. If Maxwell Cornet came through West Ham's academy, maybe. I'm trying. There's no academy kid we kept there for vibes because a certain person was there because they thought he was good enough. I'm not going to mention him because I mentioned him a lot, but they thought he was good enough. But now he's at another club, not starting. But anyway.
Oh,
yeah. I'm not going to.
I thought you were talking about a different player. Then I just clocked.
Yeah. I'm not going to mention him just because I mentioned him a lot.
Do you think he's hit? Do you think Caleb's in?
No. I just don't because my point is that he's not like the academy kid that I'm thinking of. Is like they're there for vibes. The person I'm thinking of was not there for vibes. They thought he was good enough. That's the problem. Like I'm talking academy kid. It doesn't have to be Big Six club.
Okay,
but
is he like, let's say, Bios for Real Madrid?
Nah, because again, do you know, okay, this one, do you know what he is? Yeah, this is harsh, yeah, but because I do like Caleb. But do you remember Kyle Norton?
Yes.
It's like him at Tottenham. I don't think he came through the academy because I think he's Northern, but he was there randomly for no reason. He was because Kyle Walker was already there, and they just had another Kyle. They just had another. He's like that.
I heard that.
He's like Kyle Norton, like at that. But Caleb's funny, but you're only gonna see him once every like 10 years. Like every time, like Arsenal are like gassed that they're about to win something. That's when you see like.
But I'll be real. Caleb's only getting more minutes because
star players out there.
He's Ben Davis. You know when when Ben Davis called Eric Dyer. You know when Spurs started to like sell their top players and they didn't invest back in. That's what he is. Because Ben Davis and Eric Dyer, like they are, like at least at that time when Spurs were good, they were good players. But you know when Alderweireld retires or ends up leaving and Vertonghen leaves, and you don't buy better center backs, and you're playing Dyer week in week out, he gets exposed. I think Caleb's kind of that.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. I just think even Ben Davies' career was a little bit more established. A little bit more.
Yeah, he played for Wales.
He played for Wales, Swansea as well, regular star at Swansea.
True,
but yeah, that's why I say Kyle Norton, because like, bro, what the fuck is Kyle Norton doing now?
True.
Exactly. Yeah. But
speaking of which,
yeah.
This might be disrespectful to KG. I don't want it to be disrespectful to KG, but I'll be honest. This feels like when they sold Ronaldo and got Valencia.
He is Valencia. He is Valencia still. Like, because KG's funny, yeah, but I don't.
Yeah.
Like, and he does actually work all right with the Filthy lot, but I don't see him as a Filthy Fellas member I don't see him like that.
Caleb or KG is like, you know how sometimes like an Adam McCullough will make an appearance and stuff.
Yeah,
He works well as like a filthy guest.
yeah,
He'll work
Yeah.
brilliant as that. But like to be again, you're not. It's a shame though, because we know what filthy was, bro.
yeah.
So like you're coming in. We know you're funny. We already know you're established. We know you're funny. But it's like Specs would have done something, you know. Bro, we're in the trenches. Okay, it's 0-0. You know, 5 minutes left. Specs would have created a moment of magic, man, and won us the game. Hey, and I like KG, bro. He's hilarious, but I just gotta be real.
I think Joy is. I might be more harsh than you. I think Howler. The only reason why I think Howler is not because of him, but it's because, you know what? As you said, yeah, he's a filthy. He should be a filthy guest. When I saw him making a regular appearance, when I saw him doing like, I'm trying to refer to another footballer that was not meant to make more appearances than he should have. But like when I saw him making more appearances, I thought, yeah, Filthy completely fucked it, because it's just like, look what you had like a year, 6 months to a year ago, and as good as KG is, like he is good. Like you see on Best of Enemies, he's like a fucking star player. He's a legend there. You see at Filthy Fellas, you're not a legend here.
But again, Best of Enemies, right?
Yeah.
Let's look at Best of Enemies. You've got Don Robbie and Express. You've got two goats.
Yeah.
So KG can go in, like do his thing, but like we know what the attraction is. You know, like it's like trying to name a midfield trio that works out.
It's like, do you know what it is? Yeah, it's like if I had Busquets and Xavi, I'm not putting Gary O'Neill. I'm not giving them Gary O'Neill as the third midfielder. I'm not. I've got Xavi and Busquets. I'm not giving them Gary O'Neill.
You think KG is a Gary O'Neill?
I do.
But it works for Best of Enemies though.
Okay, then he's like compared to Xavi and Busquets, he's still like a Bellingham, Valverde. Like you're not bad.
Yeah.
But it's just compared to someone that's like Robbie and X, like this, like bruv, that's too goated. That's too goats. They need someone on their level like Pablito. You're a wind up. But yeah, like two goats. You need like a solid player. Like a solid player can work, and I think he is a system player. It's just Filthy ain't the right system. I don't think it's not like he makes howlers, but it's like, bro, you're passing the ball backwards way too much.
But Damien, KG is not even a star. He's not the star of Best of Enemies, though. He's not the star.
But he's a star that in his own right.
Oh yeah, but he's like,
it is like Chelsea Fernando Torres. Chelsea Fernando Torres is like,
he's a star in his own right, but it's like you go to a bigger club and you're playing with.
He's Rakitic.
Oh, he's like, Rakitic when he went to Barca playing with Iniesta and Busquets.
Yeah, he's Rakitic. Sure, he's Rakitic.
That's perfect. That is actually perfect.
He's Rakitic.
Yes,
he's Rakitic.
Because when Rakitic, you know, when he plays for, you know, Croatia, so the United, not the United stand, United View, he does well. He balls. He's appreciated. But you know, at Barcelona, just don't fuck up what X and Robbie are doing. That's basically it.
Yeah. And to be fair, he added like a great dynamic.
Yeah, true.
It's Casemiro for Real Madrid, carried by goats. Casemiro's another one. You could argue because Modric and Kroos, like Casemiro's a good player at Real Madrid, but Modric and Kroos were there.
Oh, Casemiro's actually a brilliant one. To be fair,
like Modric and Kroos are there. Like he's the third man midfielder.
Yeah, and that actually makes perfect sense because listen, AG Casemiro going to Man United, filthy when they've fallen off. It doesn't work now. KG, you don't have
I,
legs, bro. You don't have legs. You got fucking Caleb Fernandez playing as a 10 ahead of you, bro. Doesn't work.
Caleb Fernandez. Oh, this is too much fun, bro.
He's got Loons Garnacho on the wing.
Luis Garnacho's crazy.
Um,
Oh, fuck's sake, man.
stick to United fans.
Just like 4 of them left.
Yeah, Scribs.
Yeah, Scripps has to go at consistency OG. Like, literally, he is. Like, what the OG cast. He's hilarious. He was there from 2014 to like 2019. Back end of 2018-19, appeared a little bit in 1920, was on like one Filthy at 5, and then was never there again. Like he's funny. He's hilarious. Like he made great impacts in his time as well. Like him and Boat together. We'll go into that. Obviously, Boat we'll talk about as well. But like with Scripps, obviously Poet's cousin as well. Yeah, he's funny. He's just a funny guy, man. Unfortunately, he got victimized by Specs for his back off. But
Specs, man.
hang on, have you been watching the show for 10 years? I'll be real, yeah. I only actually started watching properly in lockdown. But what I do when I first discover something, I will go back and watch the old stuff so I can see
Oh,
what I
you
can
do that
on.
too,
Yeah, I do
bro.
that. Yeah, I do that.
Bro. Especially when I was in, maybe not so much now anymore, but especially when I was like younger. I remember when I first like started properly watching YouTube. It was in 2015 during Easter, the Easter
Yeah.
holidays, when I was supposed to be studying for end of year exams. So don't do what I did. I was locked in my room, right? And I don't know, I was trying to get help with like a math equation, I think. So I went on YouTube and I just discovered these like YouTube channels and I just went through their back catalog, watching things and stuff like that. And yeah, bro, it fucked me over. But like, yeah, that's what I used to do, man. And bro, yeah, but Scribs, if he's there, is Boat in the same tier?
Yes, he has to be. They're dynamic duo.
They're like Fabio and Raphael.
That's perfect. That's perfect. That's perfect. You know, they are the Fabio and Raphael. Bro, they used to do raps about Man United. You know what made me laugh about that? Yeah, you know one of their raps. Yeah, I remember it got re-put up on Twitter a couple years ago, and it was like Schweinsteiger and Schneiderlin. And I'm like, we're gonna Schneider this. We're gonna Schneider the midfield. Get it? Schneider the midfield. That bar got reposted on Twitter, and Lippy like went in on it. Lippy, because looking back at that now, it's so fucked. Because they're obviously it's 2014. You're gonna hype up Schweinsteiger and Schneiderlin. I get it. Schneiderlin wasn't bad, and Schweinsteiger's a star, so I get it. But that's funny, bro. They were making raps about Man. They're good rappers as well, but yeah, it didn't work. It didn't work. Charlie says, I done that with SDS. Sugar Sean is goated. SDS fell off when they booted him off for his Liverpool stuff. Proper chills. Bro, I don't think they fell off, yeah, but that was a funny dynamic they had with him and Faisal used to just argue all the fucking time, bro. And to be fair, he went back on, but I just don't think that's his story anymore. Like, I think he just found a new lane when he got kicked off initially. But it is what it is. With SDS, I watch sometimes. I watch more now than I did back then. But that's mainly because like I like the dynamic of Liaz and Fuad. I like what they've added to the pod. Big up to Melon as well. Shout out to Melon.
Speaking of, it's not his story anymore. Jordy, not Jordan.
Talk to him important. Jordy. That's difficult, you know. I think he's high-end Ballon d'Or, if not low-end GOAT. Because the reason why he was a slow burner, he's like most improved player.
Like, see, I'm glad you say that because I don't know if he gets enough respect. I
I
think most
agree.
people would say like OG, maybe Ballon d'Or. I don't think he gets enough respect. I'm glad that
If
you
they
said
do,
that.
they don't know ball because like Geordie, I clocked on to Geordie's humor straight away because I like the deadpan sort of thing, like it because that's the kind of thing like I'm not as funny as him, but if I'm making a joke and I'm not angry, I will try and make it in that delivery naturally because that's what I'm like when I'm insulting people. Like, yeah, you're a bit of a slag and all that. Like when I said about Karen Brady, like in that tone, like,
Yeah, big up Brady's daughter, man.
but what's it called with Geordie? He's been there from 2018, left this year. Um, it's a bit mad how long he's been there for, but every single year you can see more of him. And the thing is, when you go back watch the old stuff, because again, as I said, I started watching in lockdown. Um, I was like, I don't know what this guy's all about, really. Like he's a bit deadpan and all that, but I'm watching his old stuff as well, and I'm like, this guy's been funny from even the old format. This guy's been funny for years.
I've always like with Jordy. I think of a player to compare him to.
The dickhead Arsenal fan who says he wants to hug Saka. Nah, I don't. I don't think that's that one.
No,
No, it's not that. It's not this show. Not this show. Wants to hug Saka.
no. But Jordy, he is like
He's
I'm
a
gonna say
character.
Mane. I was gonna say Mane
Oh, fair.
doesn't get the respect that he actually deserves.
That's why I said Carrick.
Underrated. Yeah, Carrick also works.
Because you were key to winning titles, but nobody gave you the credit because Scholes was there and Bruni was there and fucking Rio Ferdinand was there.
True. It's
Vidic was
true.
there.
Because
Like,
if we're saying he's like low end goal, when you've got Specs, Dan, Lippy, Stevo, Miles, yeah, I hear it. But the thing
yeah,
is, he's okay with that though. He
yeah.
just does his job. He's not trying to. I hear it. I hear it.
Like, legitimately though, like Geordie is probably the most underrated on Filthy because he's not like I want the attention sort of thing, but he'll get the attention.
Bowen.
Listen, hey, big up Chad.
Hey, again,
Bowen
also
proper. We always
Loki.
Bowen
He
proper.
might. Oh, Loki. He might be a Bowen, bro.
He might be a Bowen. He might be because Bowen, listen, in the Premier League, doesn't get the credit he deserves. But
Because
Bowen's always up there.
even before he left to go to from my left, when he was hosting the last few shows, he was
He
doing
was the
his
best
job.
host. He
He
was
was
the
doing
best
his
host they
job,
had.
bro.
Like he was the best substitute host. Like if they allowed him as more of a permanent host on that Ola Aina interview, it would have gone great.
Oh, what a. Is he someone that they could have built around, like
Yes,
rebuilt from the filthy?
yes, yes. Like think about it. Yeah, let's say you lost all your players, but
Mm,
you still had a like. Let's say you lose Ronaldo,
mm.
your Man United, but you still have Tevez, Rooney, and Giggs. Bro, that's still and Giggs has still got a few years left. You still got three players to build around. That was Margs, Lippy, and Geordie. Like you got Savage Dan there as well. You've got your what's it called? You've got your skulls right there.
Oh,
Those are 4-star players. That's when you start. That's when you start bringing in the Berbatovs. That's when you start bringing in the Berbatovs. That's when you start bringing in them, man.
and
You
that's
have
when you try and be smart and you try and go for the Gareth Bell when he's young, aka probably like um Billy, Billy the Goat,
yeah.
who
Billy the
actually
Goat would have been a great addition.
I didn't put on here because he's not a permanent guy. He's a guest,
No, no.
so
To be
I
fair,
haven't put
if
Billy on
if
here.
Billy the Goat was on here, then Harry Pinero would have to be on here
Yeah, true.
because he was there for
I
years.
think Billy would be someone who you could kind of build around Billy.
I definitely. Do you know why though? Because Billy has the same attitude as some of the filthy guys, where they'll say their opinion with chest and they don't give a fuck because they'll like pissing
Mm,
people off. Billy's that guy. I watch some of Billy's stuff outside of filthy. Like he's
yeah,
hilarious.
bro.
He's hilarious. Bro, because he interviews rappers on his Twitch, bro, he'll cuss them out to their face. He'll cuss, like, sort of thing. He'll give their opinion. He'll give his opinion on anyone, and he doesn't like, what's the word? Compromise himself for anyone. That's what I rate about him. But yeah, Jordy's underrated, man. Jordy's part of the best moments on here.
Facts. Dazza.
Hey, Dazza's funny, bruv.
He's underrated? Is he underrated?
He's underrated, man. But do you know what it is? Low key, like, do you know what it is? You can't really put him above the OGs, but at the same time, whenever he does make an appearance, he's fucking hilarious. Bro, you remember when Tigo was like, a girl came up to you and said you was 8 out of 10, and he was like, yeah, off camera. He was like, and then Dazza was like, so what do people rate you on camera then? What are you on camera?
I remember that. Yeah.
What are you on camera? Bro, he's fucking hilarious. No rules episodes. Oh my days, I couldn't stop laughing for like fucking an hour and a half straight.
The no rules is where he's allowed to shine.
Because
he's not on like the Filthy at 5 enough.
Oh, but so, bro, his debut on Filthy at 5, yeah. Do you remember when the mic was like marking him like this? In the African trough, the mic was marking him like.
It's like the mic was treating him like John Terry at a corner.
It was treating him like Ander Herrera and Hazard.
So, bro, a lot of people are liking that Igal thing. Crazy. Nah, Igal thinks you can try and smoke for Hamza when I have that. Crazy, man.
I didn't know that was a clip, you know. That was new to me, bro. That was new
when we won the Champions League. Actually, not even when we won the Champions League. When we played, I think after we beat Porto, Igal said that we're not beating Real Madrid, we're not going to win the Champions League. And he made a bet that he would paint himself blue if we won the Champions League. So the day after we won, I think, he did a stream where he painted himself blue. And someone said, Fator sent in a super chat, I think, or maybe it might have been Fator, to be fair, sending in a super chat where he had to like sing the Chelsea, blue is the color, the Chelsea chant.
Yeah.
And then he sang that. So, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, fair enough, man. I didn't know that was a thing. That clip needs to be played a lot more, I think.
I only remember that because I was editing something else for a video I was making, and I needed a pic of like Igal that was funny, and then I remembered that, and I was like, where even is it? Where can I find it? And I thought Lewis would have it, and he didn't. So I was like, all right, cool. I'll just like go through myself and try and find it. So yeah,
I'm surprised Lewis doesn't have that clip. I'm pretty surprised. That's something Lewis would have.
He does now. So yeah, no, hey, Igal, because Chelsea celebrated like 120 years, our birthday, whatever, and then Igal quote tweeted it because Chelsea tweeted your favorite Chelsea memory, and Igal quote tweeted it of us losing 5-0. Hey, I didn't have that at the time, but I do now.
Bro,
hey, be careful, Igal. Hey, stay humble, eh? Stay humble, eh? Actually, that doesn't work as a transition. But let's just get Arsenal out of the way.
Lumos, with all due respect, probably he is entertaining. Yeah, he's funny, but like, bro, you are a howler still.
Oh yeah, sorry, I forgot. He's also there too.
Yeah, like KG and Lumos, you have to be a howler. Because Lumos is funny, yeah. Lumos has been every time, but it's yeah, he's tight as bramble. Every time you step on the pitch, yeah, the ball is coming off your shin and the opposition scoring. Every single time. Because every time he's gone on Filthy, he always gets cooked. And it's for a consistent amount of years. And I remember his last like few appearances when like it was like the regular panel on, he was trying to like stick up for himself and trying to like fight back. bro, don't fight back. It's embarrassing. Don't beg. It's disgusting, as Sally would say. Like, don't
Beg
beg. It's
friend.
disgusting. Yeah, big friend. He's like, bro, don't beg. It's disgusting. Like, and listen, Lumos is funny, but he's funny for all the wrong reasons. Like, it's more we're laughing at you sort of thing, not laughing with you. But that's in the most respectful way possible, because like, listen, he was part of what AFTV was like OG was and stuff. He was doing behind the scenes stuff, so you gotta give him his credit. But you constantly getting cooked. Like lockdown, I remember people don't talk about the lockdown streams enough. I went back when I had time. I went back and watched them because I wasn't obviously watching Filthy then. Like, and when I mean the lockdown streams, not all of them that they were doing. Like, I know they did Filthy at 5 lockdown. I didn't watch all of them because listen, they're all like 2, 3 hours, 4 hours long. But there was a stream they did when it was like Man City. When fans came, not fans came back, when the games came back and we had to play behind closed doors. Man City, Arsenal, and David Luiz was making bare mistakes, and City battered Arsenal in that game. Bro, they did a stream straight after. I think it was this stream. I could be wrong, or it was another stream, but I think it was this stream where it was like, your dad was right. You know that stream.
Yeah.
The whole your dad was right thing. That he was like, he went on that stream and started like cooking chicken and stuff and something like and then he started cooking it. They started cooking him for his cooking and stuff. And because obviously he got kicked out of AFTV and they just kept taking a piss out of that. He's like,
wait, why did he get kicked out of AFTV?
No, he didn't get kicked, but they said he got kicked. He left because of creative differences. That's what he said, creative differences.
Okay.
But he left. Because people forget he was on old streams for like Troops, Claude, and Ty and stuff.
I know, I remember that.
People forget.
But I always thought, because like they'd always talk about him like apparently he doesn't live here. He lives in Jamaica.
Oh yeah, he does. He moved to Jamaica like permanently. He only like comes in now and then. What's it? They were making bet. They were doing like predictions like at the start of the season once, and Specs was like some house. He said Lumos says if Smith Rowe scores more goals than Rashford, then you got to give him head.
Wait, what? What?
Because they were doing like best like number 10s or some shit, like as the predictions, like this my number 10's could score more than your number 10, like number wise. And the spec said that Lumos said if Smith Rowe scores more goals than Rashford, then you got to give him head. Randomly. The specs is wild. Melon's horny, but that Bocat is just a tier, bro. It's just a tier. It's more like you're not gonna. Oh fucking hell, Melon! Nobody needed to hear this. Nobody needed to hear this, Melon. Nobody needed to hear this. But it's more like, but you're going down on strangers, Melon. Is that what you're doing? You're going down on strangers. You're going down on any girl that you draw. You don't know where that's been.
Melon's going down on what? Randoms?
Basically, he said who doesn't like yamming pussy? Because I think he's referring to the Bocat tier.
I just put the Bocat tier in because it's funny.
He said he's there like Patrice with raw chicken.
Yeah. Melon, maybe don't just do randoms raw, but
Also, like, bro, you're from Dagenham. Like, I beg you can't be drawing girls in their ends and then going down on them. That's what I'm saying. Like, it can't be. And don't even try and say it's a girl from West or anything like that, because Night 2 is borderline acceptable. But like, at least you know them by then, though. I'm saying, like, bro, if it's needed to get the job done, develop some trust, bro. Yeah, I'm not going to get into this debate. We'll get into this debate another time. I'm not talking about yabbing pussy right now. It's just a tier, man. It's just a tier. But yeah, Lumos, you have to hold that, I'm afraid.
Night 2 is borderline. Okay, cool. Alright. You know what? I wish Alhan was on here. That'd be a brilliant segue. But hey, uh, Skits.
Skits is funny, man.
He is funny.
Because
Doesn't
he's a
appear
howler, but for the
fucking.
funny reasons. He's a howler, but he's funny. So he can't be howler.
He's, but he's a howler on purpose, though.
Yeah, he said, he said Lippy looked like a Lengting's dad. Bro, he said, if there was a Lengting that's like 20 odd, you'd be their dad. Like, that's just wild, bro. Like, you'd be their Rasta dad. Like, I don't know. Like, I think he might have to go, because he technically is an OG. Because he's been there for years.
I'm
He was
putting him.
part of it for a long time. I
has
think
to
he
be
has
OG.
to go that too. He has to be
Is
above
that
that.
Dazza is an OG as well, right?
Technically, yeah. Technically.
Okay.
But he has to be above Dazza.
Do I put him like here?
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, and
In my opinion,
Bolt
yeah.
and Scribs are in the right order as well. Yeah.
Yo, Ross might have to go down though. Ross might have to be second from last.
Yeah, I hear it. Sorry. Actually, you know what? I'll save that guy for last. But let's go. Actually, probably the man of the moment right now in the UK.
Oh yeah, UK generational run, bro.
Generational run.
He's been on like 3 generational runs, by the way.
Listen, he might be. It's like he's doing like a Ronaldo, bro, just reinventing himself every 2 years. In terms, PK Humble. PK Humble. PK
yeah, he has to be a goat. He has to be a goat, I'm afraid. That song's like, I can't believe people are only just discovering that now. You know, well, I know it's because of Sadman Inside, but like, bro, that song's been about for years. But yeah, he has to be goat, man. Like, because you know when someone hasn't made that, like, hasn't been, he's a player that hasn't been there for as long as other players, but his impact and his consistency and the amount of world class performances he's had has been unbelievable. Like, it's a shame that he's gone as well. And you know that one of my favorite moments, yeah, is when it's just making random noises where he's just like, sorry, and he just starts making random noises. I couldn't contain myself.
See, Filthy have enough to like do do a rebuild. You've got enough, like, take away Jordy. Oh yeah, and take away Jordy and take away Specs. That's enough.
But PK's probably not there anymore either because he hangs out with Specs a lot.
Oh, you think PK isn't gonna come back to Filthy?
No chance. He would because he hangs out with Specs. He was sending shots at Poet and Loons the other day
on Twitter.
No, on it was a TikTok clip from like one of their streams. They were talking about him winning inside. He was like, "I'm not gonna cry. I'm not Loons and Poet."
Oh my god!
And then Specs was like, "I'm not involved."
You know what? I've not watched Inside. Is it actually worth watching?
Nah, it's all right. It's all right. It's all right. Not really. Not really. It's okay. It's okay. It's not bad, but it's not like if you've got Netflix, cool. If you don't try and find a link for it. It's not that. It's not worth it. There's too many jarring people in there for me.
So what is the order? Specs, PK, Dan?
Oh, that's difficult, man. He might have to be second.
Yeah.
He might have to be because I know because it's harsh to put like Savage Dan and Lippy lower, but at the same time PK's like generational talent. It's a generational talent.
PK is like it makes sense why Specs and PK are friends. PK is like
Mhm.
a modern day version of Specs. You know what I mean?
In a sense, yeah, he's a younger version.
Yeah, like I can see, like you know, when people compare players, I can see traits.
Yeah, I can see traits too. They're not the same profile, but I can see traits. They're
I can
comparable.
see traits. Yeah.
Like, do you know what it is as well? It's like Specs is not growing up in the social media era. Like he
Mm.
is like in his OG bag in the social media era. PK Humble still approaching 30, he's still like 26, 27 sort of thing,
Yeah.
where
Spec
he's still
PK is
growing up.
growing
Like,
up in this. No, but
bro,
that's the thing. Yeah. Yeah.
PK Humble was first ever known to the people when he was mentioned on Robbery by Abra in 2016. He wasn't known as anyone. He was just friends with Abracadabra. And then he made his own social media presence on Snapchat with like Donnie and them, man, over
Mm.
the years, and then became his own person. He was managing Abracadabra, bro, for a bit. In his early days of music career, he grew up with him and stuff like that. He grew up in Tottenham and all that. Then
Is that why that one was saying that he's a wannabe roadman, or was that
yeah,
just
but
like was that
that
underbelly?
that was a bit of both. That was a bit of
Okay.
both
Yeah.
because she obviously knows who he is, and like PK, like he's not on the roads, but he's like friends with people that are. Like, but
Mm.
that is underbelly because he has no need to. Because she was just salty. Basically, if you watch the show, she's just salty. When I watched the whole show for context and then watched that clip, I was like, "Yeah, you're just a bitch, bro. I can't lie."
Why was she? What did PK do, or what did she not like that he did?
Basically, PK was playing the game of like trying to get her out of the game. Basically, saying to other people
Uh,
that we need to get her out next
okay.
and stuff like
Like
that. But
evicted from the house, basically.
yeah, and then because PK was one of the people that won the money,
Mm.
she was then salty that he won. And then she just went at him for no reason because she was like, because PK was like, it's not personal, it's business. And then she was like, oh, you need to get to laser off your postcode off your last
Oh,
tattoo,
so
whatever. That's why she took
that
out.
was near the end of the show, basically, or at the end
Yeah,
of the show.
that was the reunion. They did a reunion after all the episodes,
Okay.
and then she just like they asked, is there anyone that won that you didn't feel like deserved to win? And then she was like PK, and then said all of that, and it was like.
Boss
And then,
BBL.
bro, that Jason guy was next to him. He was like, talk about a botch BBL. And then that's why he talks about the BBL. She said she got a square bum. You know how
Does she
funny?
really have a square bum?
I haven't looked, to be fair. I didn't look at her bum. But she was one of the most, she was the most jarring person on the whole thing, by the way. A lot of
Uh,
people were going at Whitney, and she wasn't great to listen to, don't get me wrong, but she was only bad when Mandy was talking to her. When she was with PK, she was all right. She was all right.
oh, Mandy's that jarring one that was on grilling. Yeah, okay.
Was she on grilling?
Yeah, she got grilled by PK,
No,
and I
no, no.
think
They don't know each other. Mandy's the girl that with the botch BBO.
oh, that's Mandy.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
No,
You're thinking
I'm
about
thinking.
Mamrika.
Yes, that's what I'm thinking of. Yeah,
That's the Wolverhampton one.
yeah.
Yeah, she's from like from Molyneux and Hawthorns and them, man.
Wallet. Yeah.
Like
Hey.
yeah, but she was jarring. Like Whitney was the black woman that was like hanging out of her. She was actually sticking up for PK in that reunion, be like, I don't agree because she's obviously cool with PK as well. But yeah, a lot of people were going at her because she was taking the piss out of Evra's accent and then playing the race card when she was getting abuse. But at the same time, uh, she was the most jarring one there. It was definitely Mandy, botch BBL.
BBL Mandy. BBL Mandy.
Yeah, PK's goated, man. Like some of them, he has some of the most goated moments in the whole thing as well. Like he's like, bro, he's unbelievable. He's unbelievable. And some of the shit he comes up with, the whole thing about him pissing in bottles. By the way,
Does he still play? Does he still play for hashtag?
Yeah, still plays.
When? So this insights. When did this happen? During the summer.
So they recorded it. I think in autumn or like early winter, late autumn. I think because they were caught because the lineup was leaked months ago.
And I'm assuming the premise of all of this is they have to be in the house.
Yeah, yeah,
You can't leave.
yeah.
So then that must have been done during the summer then, because of the season.
No, but that doesn't matter because like hashtag have had people leave in the middle of the season to go on Love Island.
Oh, damn. First.
There was a guy called Toby who played for hashtag that went on Love Island.
Hey, Cole, you're next, man. Go on inside, man. Bro, Cole, Sanchez, we need you both on inside, man.
The whole baller league.
Yeah, go bowler league. Yeah, Cole, Sanchez, Mavropanos, Onan.
Oh yeah, Nana would suit baller league. Actually, he's perfect for baller league. I can't lie.
Yeah. Last but not least, Marks.
Yeah, Muggs is undoubtedly a goat. It
Go.
has to be. It has to be. He's hilarious. He's outrageous as well. Couple drinks and he'll try and push the boat.
I'd say in that order.
I think he. Oh, actually, yeah, no, I do agree. I do agree. Do you know what? Low key, I might put Jordy above Steve.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that I hear.
But I'd also like George Matt because I'd put Marks above Steve as well. No, I would. The reason why I know Steve has more of an OG, but Marks has more better moments and made more of an impact when they were both regular players. When they were both making regular appearances, Marks was making more of an impact.
Was he though?
I do think so. Yes, yes. He was a star player at one point.
Marks has never been a star player.
Nah, he has been. Nah, he has been. He has been. He has been.
No. Marks has had star games, but he's never been a star player, bro. He's never someone he's never been a star player.
I've always worked. I've always think that he should be on the table, sort of thing. I've never thought like I would replace you off the table with someone else.
Yeah, but I also think the same about Steve-O. Like you're in the team, you're a starter, yes. The same I think of Marks, but like I'm not. You're not the guy I'm looking to win us the game today.
I guess it depends on the episode because, like, for me, if it's a draft, I would pick Steve-O. If it's a chatting shit episode, I'm picking a Mugs.
But if it's an interview, I'm picking Steve-O.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Because to be fair, Mugs always just asks, what other women good? Have you got a night out?
Yeah, so like that's two over one for Steve-O.
All right, fair enough.
Yeah, but yeah, I think this is. To be fair, these two could be in a tier of their own. I'll be real.
They could be, but at the same time, I think it's too much of a disservice on
To the rest, yeah,
people like that. People like Dan and Lippy, especially.
Sure.
Like, I think it's good the way it is, you know.
So, does everyone agree with that list?
Oh, surely. I don't think there'll be many discrepancies, to be fair. But oh yeah, I agree.
Some of these, like
yeah,
Mitch, if he was there longer, he's in goal.
yeah.
You
can argue Scripps and Boat as well with the same.
Yeah, I could. And Skits.
Yeah.
Again, Vuj, if he was there longer, he's in goal. Loons.
Definitely would be a go if he was regular.
Because Loons is back now. If Loons can be one of the guys for this rebuild, then he's automatically in there for goal.
Yeah. If Filthy managed to rebuild in general, like it's a miracle in itself. You're not gonna when you lose generational players, it's very hard to replace.
True. but I don't think they should try and I don't think they should be trying to replace generational for generational. I think they should be working on just building again, working on what you already have, supplementing that, building again, and then if you stumble upon a generational talent, you know, like a Billy or like a Prime or a Mike's, you know, if you stumble upon it, I'm available, I guess. You know, Twitter Animus Prime. Follow me on social. But
Yeah, for GBR Mikes.
No, I had to because they're gonna fast forward to this point. So hey,
if they find this fucking stream, that's fucking brilliant.
But no, I think this is absolutely fair. Like, this is absolutely fair.
Yeah. I think
this
there's
is
nothing
just
you can
filthy
really
impact.
debate.
This is solely filthy impact, nothing else really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because if we were talking like goats in general, then yes, Vooch, Loons, Craig, and Skits are all goats in general. Like just in general outside of Filthy, because Craig is look what he's built for himself. Skits has done a lot behind the scenes. Vooch has been like one of the footballing OGs. He was one of the people I was saying when I was watching back again, and we were talking about, and they were talking about who should be in the list. I was saying Poet and Vooch should be in the list of like the football tier list.
Oh
Because like and
Bro.
Loons is just hilarious in himself, so he's a goat in himself.
Like I was watching Copper 90 just because of Poet and Vooch.
Yeah, I started watching them because of the Wembley Cup. That's when I first knew who they were. Well, because it's Spencer FC. When he was first doing Wembley Cup, and then I started watching FIFA and Chill.
Oh, FIFA and Chill was probably the first to to actually get to interview footballers, but making them comfortable.
Yeah, for sure. They were interviewing like Walcott then and players like that.
Bro, interviewing Bellerin, players that like they'd cost.
Yeah.
That is.
Yeah, Bellerin was friends with Poet.
Yeah, but Cole, you know what? If you want an interview, don't worry. Apology accepted. You want to do an interview? Apology accepted, man.
That would be the biggest fucking turning circle.
Yeah,
wait, what channel is it going to be on? You don't have a channel. Is it going to be on my channel?
Might as well. Hey, Mavropanos, you know what? Mike's will apologize if you do an interview.
Maybe.
No, you'll or Lopetegui.
Fuck off! No, I'm not doing that. They did get fucked. Drink
this. I'll do the interview.
You can interview Lopetegui, bro.
On this channel.
Not on this channel. Not on this channel.
Just show Lopetegui your tweets.
What are you calling him a spastic?
I don't think there's a word for spastic in Spanish, but I'll find it.
Spastic harder. I don't know. I don't fucking know, bro.
Ball knowledge would be interesting. Yeah, bro. There's no. How do you tier the ball knowledge?
Bro, you can't. I'll be real. You can't. Bro, he has a website. Why the fuck does he have a website? Delete it, bro. Like, delete it, bro. Bro, if you're watching this Lopetegui, delete your website. Bro, in ball knowledge, like, it would generally be like everyone's bottom. I'm being deadly serious. Like, everyone's bottom, apart from like Tiga will have like rogue shouts. Specs' knowledge is mainly of Football Manager.
Specs is like still playing like Football Manager like
18.
13, 18, and he just updated or something.
Yeah. Joe, by the way, he's the reason why I play Football Manager, because they kept still going on about it when I was watching Filthy. I was like, let me download Football Manager in like 2021.
Really?
And yeah, legit, because I was like, fuck it, man. Like, people play Football Manager better, so I was like, let me download it. And now I'm an addict. That's the only game I play. Unless I'm playing pro clubs. cheeky plug, Pro Clubs tomorrow. But and that's the only game I play, unless I'm playing Pro Clubs. So and it's all because like they kept talking about Football Manager all the time. The only thing like I wouldn't like, even though I don't watch WWE, I would still enjoy the WWE talk through them because they still make it funny somehow, still get a way for me to understand it, even though I have no clue about it. Like it's still kind of entertaining to watch, even though I don't watch WWE. Like I know nothing about it. It was like what's it called? They were talking about Congolese wrestling. With Donny and PK. Like it was just fucking brilliant.
So this is the list. I'm assuming so everyone agrees. What's the okay? So and this stream's been going for over 2 hours now.
Yeah.
So okay, so this list. Howler. You've got KG.
And Lubos.
Sorry, something. My WhatsApp thing just came up on my screen. Howler, you got KG and Lumos. Bears. Both guy got Caleb.
Yeah, Caleb's the only Bocat.
Hey, maybe he is. Who knows? We don't know. Consistency / OG. You've got Craig, Mitch, Skits, Scribs, Bo, Ross, and Daza.
Yeah.
Ballon d'Or. You've got Luge and Loons. Legend / GOAT. You've got Specs, PK, Dan, Lippy, Jordy, not Jordan, Stevo, Margs, and Miles, aka Wiles, aka is he the best looking guy on YouTube?
Yeah, self-proclaimed and all that.
Self-proclaimed. And Heritage, I think they're tied for top spot. I'll be so real.
Yeah.
Tigo and Poet.
Yeah, that is that's a perfect list. Not gonna lie, that's perfect. I think when we edited the tiers, it was it allowed us to properly rank them. So I'm happy with that.
That is, especially when you understand our reasonings as well. I don't think there's any ones that are debatable.
Yeah, I remember when I posted the previous tier list of the football content creators. There was a couple people that just didn't get it because of obviously when you post a tier list out there, like, why the fuck did you put this guy here and this guy here? Well, you got to go based off our reasoning. I remember Arrest commented about why the fuck did you put Babs there and Nuruddin should be higher, and it's like it's not based on footballing opinion. It's not based on footballing opinion. It's based on their impact on the site and like how they've evolved and what they can do. Because as much as if I don't like someone's take, that's a different story. But if they've got high quality equipment, like visually it looks good, that's part of football content creation. Like some people make for the first watch. Yeah. If you've got a following, you built a following over the longevity as well. Like for example, if you prefer watching me over someone like it's got like an HD camera or whatever, that's cool. But I'm not as good as a video content creator yet. I'm literally using StreamYard on iMac. I've not got a camera. I've got a mic from Temu, bruv. Like, I'm not there yet, sort of thing. And I'm not joking, by the way. The mic is literally from Temu. I ordered a mic from it because it was cheap. It was cheap. It was in my budget at the time, last year. I've had this mic for like a year now. I need to get a better one when I get more money. But the point is, if you, it's different. It's different when you post a tier list on Twitter. There's no context. There's no context. This is our tier list. Whether you like it or not, fuck off.
Hey, you should have directed them to the stream.
I think I linked it. I linked it.
No, this is like, I don't think it can be debatable because we're talking about not their status in terms of the football scene or like the music scene or the UK scene in general. It's just about Filthy and what they've
Yeah,
done, like for Filthy, what they've contributed for Filthy. It's like when you talk about, um, like when we talk about players and stuff like that, and you talk about what they've done for like say, um, like what players have done for Chelsea and whatever. I'm not going to talk about like Hazard flopping at Real Madrid. Like that doesn't mean
yeah,
anything to me.
exactly.
It's about what he did
Yeah,
at
it needs
Chelsea.
to go.
So
Yeah,
yeah, that yeah, I think that's a perfect list. Is there? I can download and save this and tweet this out.
yeah, you can.
Yeah, I actually might do that if I can download. If I can,
Yeah, you can. But I think try probably should do it like
yeah.
off thing. Yeah, but yeah, you can do. That's how I did the football content creator one. So you can do that. But
Oh,
yeah, we'll get.
title tier list.
Do you know what? You could probably tag them in.
I did. I did when the stream started. I tweeted out and I tagged them.
Oh shit.
Huh.
But I'd say tag them again in the fucking posting of it.
Yeah.
Just in case. But hey, if it does go viral, we've done our job. Hey, it's not the job, but it's like when you're doing videos, yeah. If it goes viral, you've kind of done your job indirectly because you're not trying to go viral. But if it does go viral, the whole point is just try and get more recognition by just being yourself. So if you like it, you like.
Oh, if it goes viral and they talk, oh my god, no.
I no, and Joe is you gotta accept it though. We will get cooked for it.
No, I don't mean the cooking for the what we said about the stuff is fine. They're gonna
Yeah,
cook us as well.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. They're gonna cook us. They're gonna cook us. They're gonna cook us for doing it. Like, but
What is that? What is that UK thing on Instagram? There's like a few viral UK pages.
oh well, I'm just bait and things like that.
No, it's not.
Uh,
It's called something else.
uh, what do they post?
Things that just go viral within London, like within like football space, content creator space, stuff like that.
Well, like no context fan TV. Like,
No. I don't know what's called. It's on Instagram. But regardless, my point is, it's like, anyways, if this goes
just what?
around, is what it is. Just follow me in
Yeah,
it.
yeah, innit? Same. Just to answer this question, Damien, no, on a video, it's 16K views, but that's because I posted like it was a bit clickbaity, but it was like best I'm forever blowing bubbles at the London Stadium, and it was like against Sevilla, I think, and that was
Oh
like our
no.
first like major Europa League game. On like a video that was actually like proper, it's 4K views. 4K views when I'm talking about Nottingham Forest released Jesse Lingard and Richarlison. It was like the whole Mikel Antonio versus Richarlison thing that was happening at the time when
No.
Antonio went for Richarlison. That got 4K views. I don't know
That was
why.
a year ago.
That was well, it says a year ago on my phone, but nearly 2 years ago. So that was happening. That happened on the 2023 2nd of June. This was around the time we won the Conference League, I think.
How many subs were you on? 4K is massive.
I was on 2023. Oh shit! I was only on like. Wait, what? Wait, I need to figure out what year this was. I was only on like 100 or something, you know.
4K is massive, bro.
I was only on a whole. I think I was only on like 150 in 2023.
Bro, that is bro. That's massive, bro.
But yeah, like because I posted West Ham beat Manchester City in a penalty shootout, and that got 5.7K. But I don't count those videos as like proper videos. They're just like I'm posting shit from a game. Like, listen, like because I'm in a place where I'm a content creator. Like I've had people say I'll get you on the channel, Damien, and they always say I'll get you on the channel. I'll get you on the channel, bro. And then when they want to invite me, they can. But
Yeah, no, you should.
I'm not gonna do the whole call-in show thing. Like, but
What do you mean?
like I'm not gonna call in as like a fan because I am a content creator as well. I also don't have time. But
Oh yeah, true.
I've had people say in the West Ham space, I'll get you on the channel. I said, okay, do it. Then they haven't invited me. So when they want to, I'll be on their channel. But
How many?
it's
How
up to them.
many? Are there other big West Ham content creators bar Lawless?
Yeah, there's massive. There's massive channels. Well, not massive, but like for us.
Yeah.
I don't know the subs. Let me look up some of them. Hammer's Chat is on like 47k, 42k. Sorry. West Ham Fan TV, which is what Lawless is on 80k. How much is E20 on? E20 is on 4k. Like there's channels with a good thousands of subscribers and stuff like that. I think West Ham Unofficial's got a few as well. There's big West Ham channels, but they've been doing it for fucking nearly a decade. West Ham Network is on 30k. Yeah, like there's big West Ham channels, but yeah, it's up to them because the difference is I'll probably get into this another time when I properly talk about why I'm on YouTube and shit. But the reason why I haven't blown up in terms of like views and subs the way other people do, one, it's very hard to blow up as a non-Big Six fan. It's very, very difficult on YouTube. Very difficult. It's more difficult than people think. Yes, there are big non-Big Six fans on YouTube, but it's very rare that you get to a certain point. That's why I'm not just doing West Ham content. I'm trying to branch out. But also, a lot of the people, and this is not me being bitter, this is just the truth. A lot of the OG people of the people that support like the Big Six channels, when like a smaller content creator that they know is coming through, they'll put them on. I kind of had to do this independently because I didn't know anyone going into this. I had to get to know people by networking myself. That's why I know everyone now. Like, I just ended up in the right place at the right time, sort of thing. A lot of people will be brought through by a bigger content creator, and then it's very easy to translate those viewers to the other viewers because they will support the same club. As much as I know big content creators, it's not going to translate the same. We support different clubs. No one from the West Ham scene knows me like that, really. A couple YouTubers do, but it's not like that. I'm not looking for a bring-in either, really. Like, if a bring-in will happen when it happens. Like, whatever happens will happen. Like, I will get to where I want to get to regardless. It's just about the pace of it. So that's why things happen the way they happen. But that's why I don't make content on just West Ham anymore. I can't just make content on one club either. Also, if I make content on just West Ham, my brain will fucking fry and blow up. Like, just talking about this club. This club drives me crazy. So that's why I talk about everyone. That's why that's why I'm starting to make match reactions to fucking every single game that's live and shit. Because videos get the subs, the streams do well on every other metric. That's how YouTube is. That's how the YouTube game goes. But whatever is meant to be is meant to be. But we're going to end it there, people. Make sure to leave a like on the video. Make sure to subscribe if you're new. Social media's over in the description. You want to follow me in the email for the inquiries. We're going to have the match reaction at 8 tomorrow. Live. And then we're going to have Pro Clubs at 11. So double streaming tomorrow. And yeah. Look out for our Twitters as well. Because
yeah.
could be
what is no. Delete that. This guy.
But yeah. Prime Social is at Lanimus Prime. No, all platforms as well. Prime puts out clips. Like bare edits and shit. Like the fucking hilarious edits. The one of Flawless the other day and Back Again was fucking brilliant. The one of Sunshine the other day as well. It's fucking funny.
I don't know if people actually like them or not. I just put them out. So, but like, yeah, I am trying. So thank you guys.
But yeah, big up everyone. At Gmail, Mike's on all platforms if you want to follow me. Catch you guys tomorrow. Take care and peace.